and welcome back to another 30-minute runner-specific Pilates workout. Hope everyone is feeling good and have enjoyed the series so far. All you need today is yourself and a mat, and as always, if anything doesn't feel right, you need to adapt, sit out, slow down, pause me, skip exercises, whatever you need. Just make sure to work within your own ability and what feels right for you. And we are going to start straight in, so feet hip distance apart and scooping the stomach muscles to the spine. We're just going to start with our nice big shoulder rolls, which we have done for a lot of these. Keeping the stomach muscles scoop to the spine, tucking that tailbone under and really thinking about that Pilates breath in through the nose and then exhale through the mouth, lifting up nice and tall out of those hips, just changing direction of the circles. Take them really nice and big. Good. Squeezing those abdominals. And then take the arms nice and wide into some big arm circles. Try not to arch the spine as we do this. Keeping the core engaged. Sweep the arms up nice and tall and then just changing direction. Good. Really round through those shoulders. Open up the chest, spine. Good. Last one here. And then bring those arms up to the side. Keeping the hip bones facing towards the front. We're just going to rotate over to one side. Exhale on the twist. Inhale back through the center. And then exhale over to the other side. Back through the center. Good. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Back to the center, bringing those arms down, coming to the back of the mat. And we just sweep the arms above the head, and then we're going to roll down the spine, one vertebrae at a time, leading with the head, and just relax down at the bottom. Let go of all the tension in the neck, and then slowly rolling back up, one vertebrae at a time, sweeping the arms back above the head, and exhale. Rolling back down. Really relax at the bottom. Shake the head left to right, yes and no. Peeling back up the spine. Sweep the arms up one last time. Really reach towards the ceiling and exhale. Leading with the head. Take a big inhale and exhale at the bottom. And then we're going to walk those hands forward into a nice high plank position. Pressing the floor away, core really nice and tight. We're just going to hold it here. Inhale and exhale. And then we're going to just lift that right leg off the mat and then draw the foot up towards the hand. You might need to just shuffle yourself a little bit, dropping that knee to the floor, soften the foot, and then we're just going to press that knee gently out to the sides, just to open up through the hips. Take a big inhale and exhale there. Tucking the toes back under. We're going to press up, hand up to the ceiling. Draw the elbow to the foot. Exhale. 2, 3. Really twist. Last one here. Bringing the hand back down. Stepping it up into that downward dog. Press the floor away. Take some foot pedals here. Really work through the feet to get back into that high plank. Again, we're holding it here. Inhale and exhale. Keeping that bum down. And then just float the left leg off. And then step that foot up towards that hand. Drop the knee, soften the feet. And just using this hand to just gently press that knee out to the side. Enjoy that stretch through the hips and the glute. And then place the hand down, tuck the toes over and reach up to the ceiling. Draw the elbow to the foot and exhale. Good. 2 more here. And last one. Really reach up towards the ceiling, drop the hand back down, take that foot back into that downward dog position, pedal through the feet, come back into plank, and then just drop the knees nice and wide. Send the bum back to the heels and just walk those hands forward. Take an inhale and an exhale. Sitting into that hip stretch, you can just rock slightly forward to the side just to feel it's a bit deeper. And then we're going to come up on to all fours. Now we have got two options here. We can either keep the knees on the floor, or if you want to make it really nice and challenging, we're just going to hover the knees off. Now if you followed these workouts as they've come along, I suggest giving the last one a try. The last few have kind of been building up our strength, so yeah, this might be a nice challenge to finish on. So tucking the toes under, we're just going to hover the knees off the mat. You might just need to walk them slightly further in so you feel nice and stable. Then we're taking the right leg, pressing it back, hover it back in. Good. Core nice and tight. That knee is just hovering off the mat. Good work. We've got two more. Keep squeezing, back nice and flat. And return that leg back in. Drop the knees and soften the feet. We're going to go with the same leg, keeping the knee on the floor this time. We're going to kick it back and you're going to draw that heel towards the bum and then extend. Good. Breathe, keep this hip bone down, facing the mat. Neck in line with the spine. Lengthen that leg away. Good. Keep breathing, keep squeezing. We've got two more here. Last one. And pulse the ceiling with that foot. Breathe. That's 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. Push, push, push. Squeeze. And extend that leg. Drop it back down. Extending the right arm, same leg. We're lifting up and control back down. And lengthen and down. Good. Breathe. Last 5. And 6. Hold. Drive the elbow to the knee, round that spine and lengthen. 3 more here. Last 2. And last 1. Extend and draw that leg back in. Now when you take the left arm, we're going to thread it through and rotate. Good. Exhale on the rotation. One last one here, this side. And up. And then bringing that hand back down. If you just want to drop the head and arch the spine, bring that chest up to where you're facing. And again, inhale. And exhale. And then come back to a nice neutral spine. If you do need to just sit back and give your wrists a bit of a respite, that is absolutely fine. And then we're going to go back on to the other side, the other leg. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. And we've got a nice flat back. We're going to tuck the toes under, just hovering the knees off the mat, and then extend and bring it back in. Good. Keep the core nice and tight. 3 more here. Last 5. Good work. Last 1. And control back in, dropping the knees to the mat, softening the feet, extending the right leg behind, and lift, keeping that hip bone facing the mat. Drive the heel towards the bum and extend. Good. Keep breathing. Really drive that heel. Imagine some resistance that you're squeezing. We are activating those hamstrings. Good. 2 more here. Last one. And we pulse, keeping that back nice and flat. We're just working the glute. Breathe. Hold it up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And extend that leg. Drop the leg back down and extend the opposite arm. We're lifting up and down. Good. Keep that hip facing the mat. Core tight. Next one, we lift. Drive the knee to the elbow and extend. 3 more. Breathe. And return the arm and leg back in. Take the knees nice and wide. Send the bum back to the heels. And just walk those hands forward. Take a big inhale and exhale. And then back up onto all fours. This time we are threading the right arm through. Reach. And then exhale on the rotation. And again. Good. Last 2. And last one. And take that hand back down, tucking the toes under one last time. We're just holding that bent leg plank. Core nice and tight. Inhale and exhale. The knees are just gently hovered off the mat. Nice flat back. That's 3, 2, 1, and soften the knees and the feet back down. And then we're going to spin ourselves around. Our legs are going to be out in front of us, and we are going to have our hands to open up the chest and the shoulders just behind us. You can either have the hands facing forwards or out to the side. It's completely up to you. Now, if this is too much, we can do it with the legs bent, but the next level is with those legs straight. So like I said, lifting up out the shoulders, we don't want to be sat into it here. We're lifting up, and we're going to drive our glutes up towards the mat, sending the head back in line with the body, and then inhale, back down. Good. Exhale to lift. Keep that core nice and engaged, protecting the spine. We've got 2 more here. And control back down. And last one. And slowly control back down. Sitting up nice and tall, we're going to get into our roll downs. So rolling down the spine, 1 vertebrae at a time. Taking the hands above the head. The head is the last thing to touch the mat and the first thing to come back up. So we exhale, lift the head, neck and shoulders, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Lifting up, option to do a slight forward bend and back. Good, really roll through the spine, scooping the stomach muscles, and relax that head down. Really reach, exhale, breathing out, squeezing ourselves up. Good, forward fold. And again, nice and controlled. We are going to go for our last one, up and down. Exhale. As we come up, squeeze. Sit up nice and tall before we lean forward. And then again, last one. Core nice and tight. Head the last thing to touch the mat. And then just hug those knees to the chest. And just rock from side to side and massage that lower spine. And then just gonna shimmy down the mat slightly, extend those legs out underneath, and bring the hands behind the head and keeping those elbows out to the side. We're gonna exhale and lift the right leg up into that tabletop position. So we exhale, lift the head, neck and shoulders, knee comes to a 90-degree angle, and inhale all the way back down. Same leg. Exhale, elbows right out to the side. Inhale, lengthen the leg away from the body. Exhale. Good. Keep squeezing the spine into the mat as we lift. And inhale. We've got 2 more here. Keep that neck nice and long. The last one, we are going to hold it up in this position. Keep the leg where it is. We're taking the head and shoulders back down, and then we're going to drive the left elbow to the knee. So keep the knee exactly where it is. We exhale, rotate, and down. Good. And again. Really drive the elbow towards the knee. We've got 3 more. And last one. And then draw the other knee back up. Keeping the back flat on the mat. We're going to take the toes down towards the mat, keeping that back flat, and then exhale to come up. Just 4 of these. Good. Last 2. Really making sure that middle part of the back does not lift off the mat as the feet go down. And then relax, hug both knees to the chest and just gently rock from side to side, stretching the arms and legs away, stretch out those abdominals, and then we're going to repeat that on the left side. So taking the hands behind the head, we're going to exhale, bringing the left leg up into that 90-degree angle. Again, making sure this middle part of the back is imprinted as we lift the head, neck and shoulders, and we're trying to keep those elbows right up to the side to open up that chest. Okay, let's go. Exhale to come up, and inhale, lengthen the leg. Lift. Good, remembering our breath. Exhale, squeeze up. Good, we have got 4 more here. Last 3. Last 2. And the last one, we're going to hold that leg up, exhale to come up, drop the head, neck and shoulders back down, and then drive the elbow towards that leg. Good. Exhale. We've got 3 more here. Last 2. Last one. Going to hold, lift that underneath leg, and then switch for our bicycle curls. Exhale on the rotation. Abs are burning. Last 3. 2. And last one. And then hug those knees to the chest. Taking the legs over to one side, looking over the arm, the right arm. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly back through the center. Again, taking the legs over to the right and then just looking over that left shoulder. Taking an inhale and exhale. And then slowly back through the centre. Popping the feet on the floor and the knees are up to the ceiling. We're going to go into some glute bridges. So we just tuck that tailbone under, scoop the stomach muscles to the spine, and we're rolling up one vertebra at a time. So the weight is in our shoulders. Squeeze at the top, and then slowly rolling back down, and then lift the head, neck and shoulders, reaching forwards, and then back down, and repeat. Peeling up the spine. Exhale, lift. Inhale, control back down. And then reach forwards. Good. Really squeeze the glutes, working those hamstrings as well. Rolling back down. And exhale. Last one, we're going to hold it at the top. Exhale. Hold. Deep breaths, relax the neck, the weight is in the shoulders. We're going to take the right leg off into that tabletop position, and we're going to extend and draw back in. Good. Exhale. And in. Good. Extend the leg, exact same, but now completely straight leg. Last two. And draw that leg back in, roll back down the spine, one vertebrae at a time. We're going to roll back up and then just take our half pulses. So up the tempo slightly, the speed, and just squeeze. Good, we've got 5 more here. That's 3, 2, hold at the top, and then slowly roll back down. Good, just take a second at the bottom. Inhale and exhale. And then we'll repeat on the other side. So scooping the stomach muscles to the spine, tilt that pelvis. We're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. So our hips are nice and high. And then shift the weight into that right leg. Take that left leg into a 90-degree angle. We extend. And draw back in. Keep this supporting leg really nice and strong. Good. Last one. Extend the leg, exact same, just with a straight leg. Last two. Last one. Draw that foot back down, and then once again rolling back down the spine, one vertebra at a time, and then just bring the knees up towards the chest, and we're just going to rock from side to side, massage the lower spine, and then take those legs up into that tabletop position. Hands by the side, we are lifting the head, neck and shoulders, and we are pulsing the hands. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Extend the right leg and then back in. Good. Really lengthen the legs away from the body. Keep that core really nice and tight. And again. Last one. Before we do the double. And draw back in. Breathe. 2 seconds and then extend for 10. Last 5. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, and relax those legs down. Again, just rocking from side to side. Taking hold of the back of the right leg, we're going to lift the head, neck and shoulders and extend, and then we're going to scissor the legs. Exhale. Good. Really feel a nice stretch down the hamstrings as well. Don't overdo it, but it is nice to feel a bit of a stretch at the same time. Breathe. We're now going to do it, taking our hands away, turning the palms up towards the ceiling. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1. And then draw the knees back in, rock from side to side, massage that spine. Hug the knees in, and just want you to take a few circles with the knees. Really pull those hips up and then extend nice and long. We're just going to turn over onto our front, hands by the chest, pressing up into that nice stretch, and then send the bum back to the heels, knees nice and wide, placing that head on the mat, and just take a big inhale and exhale. And then we are coming on to our hands and knees. We're going to step it back into a full plank. Core nice and tight, take one leg at a time. Now we're going to draw the right knee up towards the left elbow. So right across the body, and place it back down. And the other side. I really want you to drive it in. Good. Last 2. And then finally, just holding that full plank, core nice and tight, pressing the floor away with our shoulders, our hands and shoulders, breathe. Last 3, 2, and then gently drop the knees nice and wide, sending the bum back to the heels. Big inhale and exhale. Coming back up onto all fours. Once again, I want you to step that right leg up, shift the left knee back, and again, we're just going to rock that knee out to the side, how we started. If that feels okay, I want you to take the leg down into this pigeon pose, so across the body, and we'll just sit here into this stretch for a breath or 2. You can come down onto the forearms if you want to. Just enjoy that stretch. And then walk the hands back. Switching over sides, taking that left side up. Leaning into that stretch. Like we said before, you can press the knee out to the side with the hand. And then if you can get into pigeon pose, might need a helping hand from your arm. And we'll just sit here into this stretch. On the other side, inhale and exhale. Take it down onto the forearms if you want a bit more. And just breathe into this stretch. As I mentioned at the beginning, if you want a bit more of a warm-up or cool down, please feel free to sit for longer and do your own stretches. Stretch out the glutes. And then walk those hands back in. We're going to step it back into our downward dog, pressing the floor away, foot pedals, and then start to walk the hands back towards the feet, dropping the head and rolling up the spine, one vertebrae at a time, and give yourself a shake. Thank you so much for joining me in this. I hope you've enjoyed these Pilates series and enjoy your weeks running, and I will hopefully see you on another video.